Hello everyone. So today I'll be sharing the information about fossil fuels. And we all know from childhood that we are having mainly three types of fossil fuels: coal, oil, and natural gas. So let's discuss how these are formed and how humanity has developed the ability to use these natural resources, and what are all the benefits of using these fossil fuels, and what are all the harmful negative effects of using this. So fossil fuels are energy-rich substances formed from the remains of ancient plants and animals over millions of years. So these three, like as we discussed, the coal, oil, and natural gas, has like each are formed through a distinct process. So, like let's discuss about coal first. So actually, these fossil fuels are named so because of the type of formation of these substances. So these fuels are extracted from ancient deposits, which are engraved into the earth, beneath the earth's surface, into lower layers of the ground, and these has developed heavy pressure and temperatures. So because of the high pressures and temperature over million of years, the process of carbonization makes this formations of coal and other materials which are able to ignite well. So these are known as fossil fuels. And the process of carbonization is the main source of formation of coal. And by because of the type of coal, we have different carbon content and energy output. So depending on the carbon content of the material which is deposited, we can see difference in the type of burning of coal. So the types of coals are peat, lignite, bituminous, and anthracite. So as we have learned previously, yeah, these are the four main types of coals. And uses of coal is very high in global economy, and mainly coal is used for electricity generation, industrial fuel, domestic heating, and chemical products. And one of the main primary utilization of coal is energy production, in which coal is used to burn the water and in thermal power plants, water is heated to a very high temperature and steam, which is coal is the igniting material in the process, and that steam is used to run the turbines, which generate electricity. So, in industries, as we all know, industries have a lot of production related tasks in which there is a lot of requirement of heat and other energy, in which coal is used. So basically, we all know steel production and cement production are also having coal as a small part of a raw material. And in domestic heating, as we know, in our ancient times, we used to cook food on our ignited like wood and coal stoves. So in that way, we used to use coal in our domestic life. And in chemical production, as we all know, we have seen tar roads and all. So just like that, for synthetic fuels, stars, and even some kind of fertilizers are produced using coal. So yeah, that's the like overview about coal. And then let's see about oil. Now, oil is formed from marine deposits, mainly microorganisms buried under layers of sediment in oceans. So heat and pressure convert the organic material into liquid hydrocarbons, and this is done over the process of millions of years. So this oil, which is deposited under sediments of earth, is extracted through drilling on land or offshore. So crude oil is refined, and which is extracted from the sediments is refined, and various products that are produced, which are like gasoline, diesel, and we all know petrol and kerosene and all. So all these types of fuels are extracted from the crude oil. So depending on the type of oil, we use the oil for various applications like transportation, industrial applications, energy generation, etc. So like we all know that in transportation we all use petrol, diesel, and gas vehicles, and we all know that even in aviation we use kerosene for aerospace sector, and in industrial applications as uh, like the oil is used for various applications. So like indirectly or indirectly these fuels impact the global economy to a greater scale. And in energy generation, yeah, obviously we have generators which run on fuels. So like let's discuss now about natural gas. So natural gas is formed alongside with oil from decomposed marine organisms. And this natural gas is mainly referring to the methane, in which we have small amounts of methane, propane, and butane. So, methane, we all know that it is a very good, it is a very good combustible material which combusts very high with very high energy, it produces a lot of energy when it is ignited. So that's the main reason it is used in even in transportation sector. It is used for many vehicles, and we all know the natural gas as compressed natural gas, which is used in vehicles. And industrial applications also, we have a lot of industrial applications like chemical production, manufacturing. Using methane, we have a lot of products which are being produced based on methane. So, and as we all know that in not in India, but majorly in northern and eastern countries, some of the household applications, domestic applications also use natural gas for cooking and heating, etc. And these applications are all not just limited to residential, but also commercial. And just like the previous two cases, in this case also, the natural gas is also used for electricity generation. So yeah, these are all the formation and the consumption types of fossil fuels. These three fossil fuels. But let's now discuss about the impacts of fossil fuels. So environmental impacts of and what are all the effects of these fossil fuels. So in the case of coal, we see that coal has very high carbon emissions, CO2 emissions, which lead to a global which are greenhouse gas emissions, and this leads to global warming, which is harmful to our Earth, as we all know. We have been like we all know this thing that these emissions lead to the rise of temperatures, and the glaciers are melting because of this. And okay, that's all one part of the thing. And we are also having air pollution, which we get sulfur dioxide releases and nitrogen oxide releases. And even we can see that particulate matter, which is like small dust like materials, which get released into the environment, cause respiratory diseases to the miners and all the people who are surrounding the mine areas. So because of this mining, we can see that there are a lot of hazards which occur, and we can also see some kind of calamities in which some people are getting affected, the miners and the people who are residing in the areas surrounding the mine area. So this is a kind of hazard for the ecosystem, and it causes disruption in the natural balance of the environment. And in case of oil, we can see that oil spills occur as and oil spill is a major environmental has a major environmental impact on marine life. So we can see that many of the uh, sea life, it gets affected because of this oil spills and other leaks which are occurring in the sea. So the transportation and control of oil is very important. And air, we can also see that air pollution is high because of the oil burning. As we all know that from vehicles and all, we release lots of toxic gases, which are also contributing to the global warming. And we can also see like as is the major concern, this is a non-renewable resource and the reserves are declining because of this. So, and in case of natural gas is considered to be safe comparatively to the other two alternatives. But and as compared to the two, it has lower CO2 emissions, and it is a bit safe to control and burn. But we can see some hazards which are like methane leaks, and methane is comparatively more greenhouse, it contributes more towards the greenhouse effect than CO2. So like as we can see from a fact that it is 25 times more potent than CO2 in trapping heat. So we can see that methane is the main contributor to global warming. So methane should be controlled, and it should not be released as we all. If it is not combusted enough, it would be it leads to a global hazard. And also we can see that water pollution is also one of the important concern in this fossil fuel world. And other air pollution and health related effects are, as we all know, prevalent in already in India. We can see that there is a lot of effect in Delhi and other areas. So mainly we can observe in this time like the December and January, which is like in the area is very humid, and the air pollution is visible to us all. That mainly the major environmental impacts are discussed. So we have some challenges regarding the collection, like extraction and usage also. But like as we all have discussed this earlier, and we can have cleaner alternatives to this renewable from these non-renewable energy resources. And the renewable energy resources like hydro energy and the solar, wind, and all other possible alternatives should be considered before consuming the fossil fuels, because fossil fuels cannot be renewed again. Like we cannot extract them as much as we want. It can be depleted, and because of the increased consumption, like the energy requirements does not meet in the future. So like we should be careful with our consumptions, and we need to bring regulations regarding the consumption of fossil fuels and other energy resources. So yeah, that was all about this. And like one of the small thing I wanted to add is we are also having the hydrogen as an alternative to this fossil fuels. And yeah, so that that was it. So like we have the responsibility to balance and take care of our environment. So we should move towards a cleaner future by having electric and hydrogen vehicles as an alternative.